going.
Hey everyone, welcome back to This Is Milo. I am Milo, in case that wasn't obvious. I'm going to try this thing going forward where I might pop in here or maybe with just a voiceover to provide a little bit more context about where I am or what's going on. So this footage here is from me leaving Casablanca on our way to the Sahara Desert, and now you see I'm getting to Marrakesh. And here we have this store that we stopped at by the side of the road. This was very typical of a lot of the places there in Marrakesh. You can see all these spices and everything. Yeah. Where are we? Marrakesh. So many stalls. You ruined it. Time for dinner. Or lunch.
Oh, I see.
Oh. So at this lunch we were entertained by these cultural dances and music. And that's actually our academic dean, who was one of our trip leaders for this trip. So you can actually see us driving through the Atlas Mountains. This probably took the longest leg of our journey to get to the Sahara, probably 6-7 hours. But the view is absolutely breathtaking here. There are some of these side shops along the road where some of the native people were selling different goods, homemade items, and it was kind of a scary drive. As you can see, some of the roads got narrow and our bus there was another car coming from the other direction that took the turn fast, and you're really high up and on the edge, but it was really cool and really pretty. There's some interesting things here you can see along the way. There's some sheep there, and we passed these villages that you'll see right here that were a lot of people who have lived there for generations and generations reside, and so it was really interesting to see that. I had asked about our tour guide this river that you can see that's all dried up, and he says it's been dried up for quite a while, I think like the last 10 years or so, but it was just really interesting to see that. So this is the Kasbah that we stopped to eat dinner at, and I'll let my footage take over from here. Say hi to the vlog.
What is it?
The vlog?
You vlog? The food here looks really...
What you see happening here is a traditional dance that the native Berber people are doing for us. Typically this dance is performed at weddings, and we were kind of in a venue where they host a lot of weddings, and so this was a really special opportunity to witness this tradition, and they actually let us join them in it. As you can see, end up getting closer and becoming a part of it. Alright y'all, so this is where I am staying for the night. Alright, so I think you can see my reflection a bit, but here's a view from my hotel room. Sadly, I did not get a chance to swim in that pool, even though I wanted to, because we left early in the morning before they even opened the pool. Where are we?
It's near Zagora.
Zagora?
Zagora.
Near Zagora.
Near Zagora.
We're rolling. Oh God. Get Bob in it. Bob, get in this video.
Yeah.
This is our guy, Bob.
Hi.
Say hi to all.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, does anybody want to take a group picture?
This next stop on the way to the desert was in Zagora, where we had lunch. So we had 2 days of these traveling before we even just got to the desert. We'll get to the desert later today, so you'll see that in a second.
Swimming pool. Probably jump in there.
Hey, Abby.
Hey, Mila.
Where are we going?
To eat.
To food. To Morocco. The yellow.
Okay?
Yes.
Look, 15 centimes. Not like that. Okay, so open it.
Alright.
Cover your face like that if it's dust or windy. If not, put it down like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't even have our tea. Yeah, we didn't even have it yet. Oh, see? So
We're
pretty.
good. Hey, buddy. How are ya? As you can see, we finally made it to the desert, and we got on these camels, and let me tell you, they were not the most comfortable thing in the world. They did end up starting to hurt soon after getting on it, like 15-20 minutes into the trek out to our nomad camp where I will stay the night. It ended up being like an 1.5 to 2 hour camel trek to that nomad camp, and we are going near it's kind of the sun is setting right now, and so it's not as hot as it would be in the middle of the day, so they recommend taking the camel later in the day or early in the morning before it gets full intensity heat. It was really cool and really pretty. I'm wearing that yellow headpiece as it was recommended to keep the sun out of our faces, as well as the wind and the sand that gets picked up from the wind. Bye, Oliver. You did good, Oliver. Thank you.
You name your camel after me?
Yeah. We made it to civilization, y'all. Here's our camp for the night. Nomad camp. I am falling. Hold up. What's up, vlog? What are we?
We're here.
We're here. Out in the middle.
Pretty awesome.
Of the desert, Sahara desert. Ooh, it's sunny right here, but behind me is our nomad camp for the night. I'll zoom in. What? He's going. How's it going, boys?
It's warm.
It's warm?
Having a great time.
Yeah?
What?
This is our home for the night.
So sweaty.
It's our state. We got the Three Stooges.
Or the Three Musketeers.
And we got an extra bed. Maybe Goldilocks.
That's where the magic happens.
Hi! Little vlog. Vlog, everyone.
Hey, Sasser.
Yeah.
When Emma runs by, she's on the Sass Snap.
Okay, so I'm going to do my best to try and explain what's going on, but me and my friends went to the top of this mound, the sand mound, and watched the sunset, and it was so beautiful. And the reason why I cut out the sound, unfortunately, as painful as it was, is just because of copyright issues and copyright claims in the background. While we were hanging out up here, we had music playing, and that's all copyrighted, but it was really just a vibe. Like, it was just, we were vibing and just really enjoying ourselves, and I was just thinking about, you know, how lucky I was to be there, and enjoying this moment with all of these people. It was really something special. The sand was also super soft. It was the softest sand I have ever felt, and it was also really warm because of the sun had been heating it up, and it stayed warm through the night. And unfortunately, I really wanted to take it back with me, but we weren't allowed to kind of bring that onto the ship. But my pants that I had worn today, when I got back to the ship, I realized there was a ton of sand in the pockets. So I emptied out the sand in the pockets into a little plastic bag. So I have a little bit of sand from the Sahara Desert that I got to keep inadvertently, but it is the best sand ever. And as it got later into the night, the sun set, we went back down, had dinner, but we came back out up to here, actually the other side, and we just sat there all early into the morning, just talking, and it was one of the best nights I've really ever had, and had some amazing conversations with some amazing people, and I'll always remember that time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Check it, girl.
So of course I had to get up early the next day to watch the sunrise, and the wind had created this beautiful pattern in the sand, and it was just such a quiet and serene morning. So this is where I stayed for the night. It was pretty cold. This was it. I gotta now pack for our 2-hour, well, it's actually like an hour and a half long camel ride back to the road / civilization, where we can get the bus and continue on our journey, making some stops along our way back to Casablanca, or stopping at Marrakesh for a night. So it's like, it really should be fun. Living it up. Hey!
Is my saddle like sideways? I swear it's sideways. Oh yeah, the buns are sore.
Okay.
Mike. Guess what day it is? I'm trying to decide if I want to sit behind or in front of the hump.
Try it out. Try it out.
Oh.
Try out both.
Yeah. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hello.
Just riding a camel in the Sahara. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
And then my caption means can you swipe?
We eating at the same place.
Yo, what's up? My name's Alex, and we're here in. I don't know where we're at.
I've been too.
Ayut
Something like that.
Haru in Morocco.
Yeah. Where a bunch of movies were filmed that you were in, right? Yeah, this guy is a famous actor. He's done a bunch of movies here. We were actually supposed to climb up here, but unfortunately we were running behind on time. So I visited this garden in Marrakesh. Catching you up to speed, I stayed one night in Marrakesh on my way back to Casablanca, and this was a really well-known place that I wanted to visit. It was filled with plants from all over the world. It's a botanical gardens and artist landscape. I love that. And it's about 2.5 acres large. Really pretty, an interesting color scheme. Bye, Morocco!